and welcome to a very special episode of the as of yet untitled Nonsense Review Shoot-Off. I am your host, as always, Devon, and joining me, equally as always, is Rick.
Hello, everybody.
Some people may be aware of this, some people might not be, but we recently celebrated our half year of podcasting.
Yeah, we have. So just as a little thing for you guys, we decided to have a little offshoot, like we said, where we do a deep dive. We're going to do individual episodes, and we're going to do pretty much all of them from this point out.
So, if you've enjoyed our forays into Steven Universe so far, well, you've got much more to enjoy, because we are intending to, at least once a week, release a episode of us reacting to Steven Universe. Now, obviously, we've done a few choice episodes before now. Specifically, we've done the very first episodes. We did the first episodes for Peridot and Lapis. We did the follow-up episodes for Peridot and Lapis, and we did the Season 1 finale. So, we're basically starting at Season 2. So, Season 2, Episode 1 is where we're going to start. We're going to watch every single episode, release them on an episodic basis, so one episode per, episode. And, we know Steven Universe likes to do its two-parters and its multi-parters, specifically some weird stuff in Season 5 Rick has warned me about. So for those, we'll probably make an exception and transfer those over to the regular show. Man, we should do regular show on the main podcast.
Yeah, we should.
But yes, I think I've rambled and bambled for long enough, so I suppose we should just get into the meat of it. To that end, Rick, what are we doing?
We're doing Steven Universe, Season 2, Episode 1, Full Disclosure, and 3, 2, 1, and go.
I'm so glad we're getting this baller theme again.
Yeah, it's the old theme.
You keep saying there's more than one theme. I've only ever heard the one.
It changes when Steven doesn't do the flopping in the beam, and Connie has her sword, and Greg comes in with a guitar at the end.
Okay. Instead of the barbecue.
I think he's got both, actually.
Oh, we literally take straight off from the end of Season 1.
Yeah, literally the end of the straight from the moment that happened, that just at the end of the last episode that we reviewed.
Mm-hmm. I've got to turn this up, because I've accidentally made it a tad too quiet.
Yeah, Steven's still got his shiner.
Yeah. I like how everyone's a bit bummed out, except for Amethyst.
Yeah, Amethyst is super jubilant that they've just kicked everything's ass.
Mm-hmm.
The others are shitting themselves that Homeworld know that they're there in full force.
Sorry, that hug between Amethyst and Pearl.
Greg's just completely bricking it.
To be fair, I would be too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow, that fucking melting face was both accurate and very disturbing to look at.
Oh, he's getting even sadder!
Why would you tell this? Steven Universe is like, that is a good question, sir.
I'm supportive and very proud of you.
It's gonna be death metal. No. Yeah, it fucking is, actually.
I was half expecting him to just, start immediately calming down to the death metal, though.
Death metal is never calming, dude. I don't care who you are.
Okay, yeah, maybe not death metal, but some metal is really calming.
Yeah, we call that power metal.
Yeah, where it gets your spirits up.
Have you seen the image of Skeletor and He-Man riding on Battle Cat? And the caption is just when death metal and power metal are on the same card.
That's pretty good, actually. There's a lot more gems out there than we thought, and we think they might want to maybe slightly kill me.
Killing is slightly higher up on the list than capturing and experimentation.
Yeah, but also capture and experimentation is probably just as bad, let's be honest.
Oh, sorry, I may have worded that poorly. What I mean is, like, being killed on sight is preferential.
Yeah, okay. But then again, captured and experimented on means that the series can continue.
Guess.
Yeah, it's the curly fry guy.
His hair is disturbing.
Yeah, so him and the little brother both have chips for hair, and this one's got curly fries.
I just don't like the way it moves.
Yeah, the conspiracy theories come in.
See, what people don't know is the Earth is actually flat, and the reason why we can't go off the edge of the world is because of the giant ice wall.
That the government keeps patrolling to keep us from getting there.
It's really weird, isn't it? Because the flat Earth theory doesn't even have governments in on the fucking conspiracy. It's just like, no, that's a fact. we're not going to go to see the ice wall or to discover it or anything. We know it's there. We don't need to go and see it. What? This guy, give him a fedora and he's just a nice guy, right?
Pretty much. Yeah, and he's gonna go blogging. Yeah, he's got the blog of Keep Beach City Weird.
I mean, blog part aside, if there was a spaceship just in the middle of the beach and no one was guarding it, I'd be like, I want to check that shit out.
Yeah, I would also want a piece of it. Literally.
Yeah. Hopefully it's not radioactive. I'll just cross my fingers and pray. Just answer the goddamn phone, motherfucker! This conversation's not going away. I know you're a child, but...
Man, here's the thing. Like, the whatchamacallit, the ringtone actually meshes really well with the song, let's be honest.
The ringtone of... Bzzz.
Well, the ringtone goes do-do-do-do-do. Oh, you can start singing it now.
I'll be honest with you, my brain just... All I heard was bzzz before now. Maybe it's because I'm too used to having my phone on fucking vibrate.
Yeah, this is the series where they start doing a lot more singing, because, like, last season, I think they pretty much had the one song where Estelle sang it, and it was the good one.
I mean, it's a banging track.
Yeah.
Paradox proportions were really weird in that one shot.
Well, it's because she's got the arm and leg enhancers on.
Ah, okay.
It's not until this season where you find out that she actually is a short arse.
I believe the technical term is short stack.
Nah, she's a small.
Man, Stephen Pout, I really expected him to just chuck the phone in the sea then.
Yeah, ditto. Then again, he doesn't hate Connie, he just doesn't want to have that conversation.
No, just the framing of the shot just made it look like it. What is going on?
We did once have a fence, let's get a new one.
That is awesome looking.
Yeah, Croc Amethyst is neat.
Hashtag not a furry.
That's pretty cute, actually. You always say you'll be the crocodile, but you never commit.
He looks really monkeyish in that shot. Like proper DK levels.
Yeah, with his big old... his big old maw.
Yeah.
Now he's being super broody.
He's being super broody since he came back to the house.
Yeah.
How did that work? I don't know if you've met Stephen before, Connie, but he's a bit fucked up.
Like, all he has to do is give her a hug. Like...
It's not even a hug, just answer the damn phone and say, everything's fine, things have been fucked up for the last, day, but, I need some time. I know they're kids, and they can't fully process this shit necessarily, but, that is the actual solution.
Like, he's in the situation where he knows that things are not fine right now, but he's perfectly, healthy, apart from his shining black eye.
I mean, case in point, he reacted... His first reaction was to ignore the problem, and then he doubled down on it when he got back home, and started being like, I need to cut everyone out of my life, which... I don't even know the best...
I think what he's trying to do, basically, is cut out his human half at this point. Ooh.
Like, for kids, that might as well be a punch in the stomach. That is the very bare minimum one should be expected to do in this scenario.
Yeah, if you don't want to be... Well... Oh...
I didn't catch that line because you were gushing.
Yeah, she went... Okay, say it to my face and I'll go back to having no friends. But I'm not going to believe it until you say it to my face.
I didn't quite realise that was the context for Connie, her having no friends before Stephen. Oh, my days.
It started leaking.
That's one of the weird things, isn't it? A lot of people have this misconception that protection is to not expose someone to a thing, where that can be a form of protection, sure, but some of it is to help them come to grips with the reality of the situation.
Yeah, to tell them the exact boundaries of the thing that you want to protect them from, and then that helps the other person also protect themselves from it.
Yeah. Aw. Are they going to cut to what he actually did? Because I could just imagine him screaming at the sky or some shit. That's a bloody big chunk of ship to take.
Mr. Smiley. Mr. Smiley's always smiley.
Well, except for in last episode when the literal tower was being destroyed, but hey-ho. Man, the ending credits song is pretty good as well, to be honest. It's very jazzy.
Yeah, it's like nice and swingy.
It is. Yeah.
But yeah, that's the end of the episode.
So, Rich, probably explain to the audience, we're keeping things nice and snappy for this series, as it were. So, post-episode, there's only two things we've got to do, Rick. So, first things first, what was your moment of the episode?
Moment of the episode was the opening shot with everything still on fire, because it's a really nice thing to follow on from the last season, and you don't get it very often where the new season follows on immediately from the last moment of the last one, and I just liked that opening shot.
I get what you're saying, but to me it sounded like you said, my favourite moment of the episode was the moment from the last episode.
Well, okay, but it reminds you of what was good about the last episode, and it sets up the new season. But yeah, how about you? What was your most favourite moment?
I guess Greg having a damn near heart attack after being told about Stephen's escapades atop of Jasper's ship.
Yeah.
It was a rather endearing moment, plus it was a funny visual.
It was.
So, yeah, I guess the only other question is, Rick, MVP?
I would say Greg, because it follows on from your favourite moment, that he was having a heart attack, but he was doing his damnedest to stay supportive, and he's kind of part of what grounds Stephen in being a human, because he sees the best of himself in his dad, because his dad is also his hero, and it's good to see supportive dads, especially when they're voiced by that guy who voices all the Cartoon Network dads. I forget his name. He also voices Finn's dad, who is not in any way supportive.
Oh, Finn's dad is the deadest of deadbeats.
But yeah, okay, what was your MVP?
My MVP is, well, it's got to be Connie, really.
Sure.
She could have easily walked away at any moment, but instead she was like, no, I need to... I know the context is she apparently didn't have any friends before Stephen, but even with that context, it's like, well, you could just walk away at any time, but instead she decided to keep pushing, and not in a negative way. Obviously, there's a way of pushing and doing it with such negativity that it comes off as douchiness, but it was entirely from a place of caring.
As far as I'm aware, the context behind it is her mum is a surgeon and wants Connie to be the best that she can be and wants her to keep on studying. That's why she's got no time for friends.
Yeah, all that's left to do is, well, we'll see you next time, guys.
Join us again for Nonsense Review As Yet Untitled.